Okay, you.
What I'm also thinking is that maybe if we want people to come and to follow, we need to have maybe very clear and set, more strict. We're going to talk about this subject, and this is what the topic of discussion is. So today we are going to talk about this, not just like little snippets, but really basically an agenda with this topic, and then
beforehand, what is your objective? What is your objective? Okay, what is the purpose of Uno School?
Right.
It's fundamentally back to basic. What is your objective beforehand? Each item, okay,
right,
we'll discuss.
But basically, when you're now having two thoughts. One thought is, okay, Uno School has its objectives, and I subscribe to these objectives. But you also try to run Uno News Network of the same idea, and I think that this needs a different approach. Otherwise,
this is discarded. I can't spend so much time both ways. Okay. Discarded. We're going to focus on fundamentally study English at the advanced course and one rank up of advanced course of English school. So if you're TOEIC 400, 500, you can join with us. But you and me,
will not understand anything.
Saturday afternoon is different. Saturday afternoon is more close to native English for debating, so not easy. But I tell you, but not so much sophisticated. Okay. Like we're going to talking about some philosophers. Okay, you can talk about philosophers, but you need to explain more right way for everybody to try to understand what the content of discussion. Not like the same level of philosophers, right? Nobody understand. Nobody don't want to follow you. So Saturday afternoon is different. But the other courses we try to change more easy way for them to understand. Like this morning session is Confucius. Okay, well, I try to consider for you to study English. Okay, and I'm going to tell you the Spirit of Japan. I'm going to tell you Confucius or Mencius. But if you want to study English, you can understand English with philosophy.
But do you think that people who want to learn English, want to improve their English, they would necessarily be interested in Confucius and Mencius and
one step, maybe not, but one step get further. Beforehand, this is English. We don't teach English, okay? Beforehand, we just teach Confucius in English.
Right.
We're going to liberal art in English. Now I'm going to change the policy. English study are the same as change the target, change the objective. Beforehand, we didn't target English-speaking people.
Right.
Beforehand, we were target only native English speaker, Japanese speaker to join with us. But only those people can join with us, right? Like Takahashi joined, right?
Right.
And Kimoto joined, and Wednesday night Ohashi, and also Someya, 4 people.
Right.
They are actually they just not study English. But I want to welcome big change, policy change. Okay, I want to welcome. Beforehand, the lady came here study English, but I just take her out.
Right.
But we're going to change policy. Why don't you come join with us? Because those people, they are bored to study advanced course in English school, and we don't have it in Japan. Advanced course and more than one rank higher. Everybody, I attended advanced course 2 courses beforehand several years ago. But even if they are joining advanced course, but they can't speak English with overseas people. Advanced course, yes, but not practical for business use. So we're going to change it. So you can more one rank up. So I don't know how to express that kind of expression, but I'm going to change my school. If you want to study more advanced course of English school, why don't you come to us? Maybe if so, I think several 100,000 people is a target. But currently the 100 people target in Japan. But now changing several 100,000 people target Japan. Switching to more. Okay. Advanced course attending students is several 100,000. Okay.
So, but are you going to target anyone, or are you going to target
anyone.
business people?
Yeah, no, anyone. business people is very risky. It's currently Takashi business people, Kimoto business people.
Yeah, but actually,
No.
if you look at the people who want to spend money for their education,
No. So far, this is they're just everybody.
My friend is an English teacher, and he teaches in Hitachi. So he goes to Hitachi every day to teach, and Hitachi is paying money for that to him to be there and let their people meet with him once or twice a week to improve their English. So basically, he's just a hired teacher.
Oh, Hitachi I know very well. Okay, and Hitachi side said to me, it doesn't matter. TOEIC 300, but English teacher is for us. Okay,
Right.
English teachers understand what kind of situation Hitachi is.
Right.
And teachers, they don't care to English advanced problem. Just went there to teach them.
Right.
Even if they can speak English, it doesn't matter. They pay for us.
Right.
This is a system.
Right.
English teachers, what they're doing. But what I'm trying to do is different. Okay. Actually, I try to give them more advancement of English skill. But English teacher in every company going to teachers, they don't care about English.
But people then should come. I think they should actually let their voice be heard.
Don't misunderstand. If students going to pay their own money or they paid by company, completely different. And I try to asking for the company, like next week I'm going to meet with senior vice president of the company, right? And in this case, I'm going to ask him to please invite me as a speaker, Japanese speaker.
Right.
And if I to get involved into they pay a lot. Company pay a lot, but very difficult to get in.
Right.
Every company, I know the several top executives, but they introduced human resource board member, but
by
they
the
never.
way, I didn't get the job in Ernst & Young. So if you have good access, if you have good possibilities, please keep in mind. I'm looking
Oh, really?
for a job. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I recognize you don't need to pay the children's school fee. You don't need to pay for your parents, hospital care.
Right.
So it means it costs a lot, $500,000 for me. And also my condominium is 300,000, and it's going to reach into 1 million every month. You don't need to pay.
Right.
On your cheaper condominium and cheaper, living standard you can
really.
spend. So you are so happy for living, right? Your wife is working. And what I'm thinking about is, if you're willing to do that, I'm going to organize company English teaching. And we're going to prepare the company English teaching. We're going to teach English, this course, so and so, this
Right.
course, and why don't you interest in that? Just have a course. Sort of things you can do something. But many American people is doing that. But everybody, also American people, my friend told me, but also company side told me, both people is they commingle. They don't expect any effect. And they just only hiring American teacher speaker.
Right.
And they just give every week and they going to do that. But human resource development people, they're very easy going and they don't want to change. I tried to do very difficult to change speaker. Currently, every company they're hiring American teacher for teaching English or teaching something. And if you're going to get in, replace it, almost impossible. This is the problem. So, Takahashi.
The power of HR. I realized that the power of HR is really, really big. I was very surprised about the outcome of my application because I already talked to the CEO. I already talked with
yeah, I know that. Yes.
And then HR blocks my application. How is that possible?
Yeah. That I met with one of the largest company this last Wednesday night, and he's responsible for. He's a executive director of the responsible for human resource, but also he takes responsible of secretary. Secretary means organizing, top executive meeting.
Right.
and she co-responsibility he has. And I know him for several years, but he never give us any job. Its reason is very simple. Following general manager don't want, he cannot change the program, and including teachers. So he cannot change. This company is more than 50,000 people working.
So, but I thought like, okay, basically, if the CEO wants it, then you just create a job, right? But apparently they don't do that.
I'll tell you why. This one, next week I meet with